Good morning. Welcome to the Long Live Third Parties podcast. Free Press Media Press Inc., a third parties books publisher, sponsors this podcast. I'm Andrew Bouchard. Today I read the case Matter of Kepert versus Tullo, 88 AD 3D 826 New York Appellate Division 2nd Department, 2011. Friends, once again we're going to talk about the third party, Working Families Party, and the state, New York. We're combining them. As you can see, there's a lot of action in New York in regards to the Working Families Party, and I believe we've also done other cases in New York with third parties. So this is a state to watch, friends. This is a state to watch. So what happened in this case? Let's read from the record. It says, quote, pursuant to election law statute 6-132, parentheses 2, each sheet of a designated petition must have appended to it at the bottom a signed statement of a witness that states inter alia the number of signatures witnessed. Thus, because the stating of the number of the signatures witnessed is a matter of the legislatively mandated content of the designated petition, i.e., a matter of substance and not of form, brackets failure to include prescribed information is fatal, end quote. That term, matter of substance and not of form, is a term that has come up again and again in these ballot access trials. Oftentimes, the state or some other party is trying to strike our friends of the third parties from the ballot, and then our third party friends fight back, and they say that shouldn't cause us not to get on the ballot, whatever issue it is. And when the court disagrees, they say this is an issue of substance, not of form. Sometimes they do agree with our side and they say it's a technicality that doesn't matter. So here, what do we think, friends? They had this rule that they required on the bottom of each signature this witness to have it tabulated on each sheet. I haven't seen this mentioned in any other ballot access trial, so I'm not sure if other states are requiring this. Unfortunately, New York is, and that makes it extra tedious to do the ballot access procedures. They also state, quote, therefore, whereas here, the witness statement of a designated petition sheet does not state in the number of signatures witnessed, all signatures on the subject are invalid, end quote. Friends, do you think they should have this requirement? Do you think this requirement is a good requirement? Generally, from what I've gathered from social media and on these cases we read, third parties don't like most of ballot access restrictions. I do imagine there are some third parties that might say some are valid, but as the vast majority of the restrictions, third parties don't like them. So I would assume that third parties would not like this restriction. Let me know what you think, friends. Our friends here wanted to change this, it sounds like, as they state, quote, contrary to the Supreme Court's determination, the subscribing witness cannot, in a proceeding such as this one, inter alia, to validate a designated petition, retroactively cure that defect by submitting an affidavit or testifying regarding the number of signatures witnessed, end quote. You can't correct your mistakes, friends. I'm sure everybody makes mistakes in everything. I'm sure the two parties make mistakes. So you can't even correct your mistakes. Once it's done, they're saying here. So friends, I take it you do not like that. So what did they ultimately decide? Let's see what they say. It says, quote, order that the final order is reversed on the law without costs or disbursements. The petition is denied, the proceeding is dismissed, and the Suffolk County Board of Elections is directed to remove the petitioner's name from the ballot as a candidate of the Working Families Party for the public office of the member of the Town Council of the Town of Brookhaven, 4th Council District, in the general election to be held on November 8, 2011. End quote. Friends, the Working Families Party did not win this case, but given the fact, especially the Working Families Party is in so many of these cases, we want to applaud them. We approve of fighting the good fight of ballot access. So keep it up, Working Families Party and other third parties. Long live third parties. Goodbye.